Hello and welcome to The Wind Up, your weekly recap show where you can join myself, Sean Phillip Naylor, and this gorgeous creature, Microphone, as we attempt to recap each episode of RuPaul's Drag Race season 15. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the windup_pod to keep up with all the latest shenanigans and bullshit that we post there. You can follow this queen over on Instagram at microphone with an F, not a PH, because crapone. And there you can keep up to date with everything she is doing. And let me tell you this, listeners and viewers, she is a busy fucking lady. So if you want to catch her before you catch her on Drag Race, then follow her now. And you can follow me at Sean Phillip Official because I'm just really sad and unofficial. That's me. Welcome to the show, Microphone. How you going, sweetheart?
Hi, I'm fucking tired, but I'm well. And you?
Fucking tired, but I am well. What are you drinking this evening, my love?
Cheers to this episode.
Cheers to this episode.
What the fuck are you drinking?
Ah.
Tonight I am drinking Rosé by Di Botelli.
Oh, this is nice. We had this, Benny and I had this the other night. It's delish.
It's the same company that makes the Kylie Minogue wines.
So essentially you're drinking Kylie Minogue wine?
No.
Is this a Danny Minogue wine?
No.
Danny Minogue? No. I am drinking a little treat from around the corner from my house. I'm drinking a hard fizz blueberry lemonade seltzer.
Oh, they are nice.
I really enjoy them.
Did you steal the cup?
No, I paid for the cup. Sorry, no, they sponsored us. No, they did not. No, I did pay for the cup because once upon a time we went there for a happy hour on a Sunday, which is super cool, guys. $5 fizzes, go for gold. But we went for a happy hour and I said to Benny, why am I drinking out of a stainless steel cup? I want to drink out of a pink cup. There are pink cups behind the counter. Why can I not have a pink cup? So he basically went to the counter and was like, my bitch of a husband wants a pink cup. What do I got to do for a pink cup? And they were just like, we sell them. We don't serve from them. And I was wearing a Hocus Pocus t-shirt and the girl really liked it. And so she was like, you know what? You can drink from them for this time. Just don't tell anyone. And then Sunday just gone. I got really grumpy because I was like, I haven't been to Hard Fizz for a happy hour on a Sunday for a really long time. It's my weekend off and it's all I want to do. Take me there. So my husband took me there. And while we were there, I was searching for pink cups and I could not find them. And I said to the lady, where are the pink cups? And she was like, oh, I've got them here. And so she sold me two for $15. So I was like, I'll take it. Hard Fizz around the corner from my house in Miami. Come join me on a Sunday for a little seltzer situation.
Nice. Nice.
Anyway, so that was a really long-winded story of saying I'm drinking seltzer. Microphone, what did you think of this week's episode?
Shit, burn it to the ground.
Paris is burning. Episode 13, episode 15 is burning. Episode 13 is burning.
No, like I enjoyed it. I thought it was camp that they brought teachers in that, especially teachers that love the show, and we had a queer teacher and a teacher that like makes the classroom, queer accepting, etc. I thought that was camp. I loved the mini challenge, but also hated the mini challenge. There was parts of this episode that I loved. Like I said, the judging was all over the shop, but yeah.
Look, for me, I was happy with who went home. I feel like Douche Deluche just needed to leave. Ooh. But
when?
What?
When?
Where?
No, when?
When
did I ask?
Oh my God, my stepson was doing this to me 5 years ago. Get with the program, bitch. Hard Fizz. Um,
What I love is that you were just like, huh?
I
What?
felt
What?
I thought
What?
that's what you were doing, and I was like, no, we're too old for this. Turns out one of us is not.
You're welcome.
Never said thank you. Anywho, so yeah, look, I agreed with who should have gone home. I felt like it was almost a moment of her getting her comeuppance. Bye bye. See you next time. See you never. Um, and then we were left with our final four. And I feel like it's a solid final four. Like I don't dislike three of them. So that's good.
Okay, so what happens? I mean, obviously we say goodbye to Selena's Dides. Um,
Oh, Selena Estides, who left with Grace and then fucked it all up for herself that later that night.
mhm. So what did you think of the mini challenge?
So microphone, I really enjoyed the mini challenge this week. For those who are not aware, the mini challenge was spilling the tea, and all of the queens had to hold up the little place masks of each of the queens when they had to ask a question. Um, so yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mostly enjoyed my favorite queen, Shangela's Instagram response of to the question, who's most likely to have a sugar daddy? Uh,
So I spent when they first cut to her, I was like, who's that random queen that's there next to RuPaul? And then we're like, oh, it's Norvina, CEO of
oh
Anastasia Beverly
yes.
Hills. And I was like, oh, okay. So, she's come on Drag Race, so she made herself look like a drag queen. Okay, I get that. But at first I was just like, who the fuck is this? Like, like, who is it? I mean, she looks gorgeous.
Mm, much better than Brew.
I
And
mean,
he's
I still don't understand why she was there though, because she kind of just stood there and was like,
yeah, she didn't really do much. She had a couple of lines where she spoke about the scores. You better
you better
walk
walk
that
that, you better
fucking
walk that fucking score.
yeah. Okay, hun. Thanks for coming.
You were told to say that. You probably have no idea what the context is for saying that.
Exactly.
So I'm just rewatching the mini challenge as it goes on, and I'm like, I can't remember a single question, but I'm loving how everyone's guessing like mistress for like every answer.
I know. She was voted like the most hairiest, most likely to steal your shit.
Yeah,
Something else as well. And then I got to give props to Lucy though, because when they were like, who's the next queen to go home? Lucy's head was in the game and she was like, all these bitches are going to pick me. So I'm going to pick me so I get the points and I can win.
yeah.
Which
Oh
lo and
yeah,
behold,
absolutely.
she got the points and she won.
Yeah, so she ended up with 15 points to win the mini challenge, and she was just like, I'm not stupid. I know how all of you are going to vote, so I knew all of you were going to vote me.
Also, she can totally predict the future. Hey,
Mm. Spoiler alert.
but when we were watching this, I said to Benny, it's a very heavy Lucy edit.
Yeah,
And he
very
was,
heavy.
yeah, he was like, that does not always prove to be true. And I was like, watch
Well,
this space.
well, no, because again, last week it was a very heavy Anitra edit, and I thought the same thing that Anitra was
True.
going home, and she didn't. So this week it could have easily been the same again and going a very heavy Lucy edit. She's either going to win or she's going to go home. And spoiler alert, she didn't win.
Anywho, so Norvina tells all the bitches to use some concealer, and then we cut to Rue. So Rue's telling us about their influences from David Bowie to Cher to his high school teacher, which is a perfect segue to lead us into this week's Maxi Challenge, which is a family makeover challenge where the queens will have to make over some influential teachers. Uh, yes.
This is not going to be a 35-minute episode this week, is it?
Oh no, 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 that's out the window. So Rue's explaining to the queens that for the main stage, fuck me, for the maxi challenge, they will be making over some lovely teachers into their new drag daughters, and they will be doing a catwalk on the main stage and all that fun shit. So enter the teachers.
I forgot all of the names.
Oh yeah, well that's not important. So we get 5 teacher queens 5 future teacher queens. They have to graduate first. One who looks like she is going to fit really, really well with Mistress. One who looks like she's just going to be Anitra's little baby girl. One who basically looks like Lucy's mum. One who looks like Jennifer Coolidge with glasses and a brown wig. And one who is this glorious, glorious woman of color with fabulous hair who looks stunning in yellow.
Pin. One who looks like she's going to fit in right with Anitra. Not Anitra, with Mistress.
Yeah, she looks like Mistress.
She's fat with curly hair.
In the same hairdo. She's got the half up, half down. And even Mistress says, Lucy, you gave me somebody who basically looks like me.
So Lucy does seem to strategically give everyone who suits them best, because Mistress does say, oh, you're in your congenial area because you're giving me the person that suits me the most.
Fucking Mistress in her fucking eras.
No, she's saying Lucy. Oh yeah, Lucy's
yeah,
in her
but
congenial
Mistress
area.
has a different era every day.
But it's interesting though that she gave the only other Black queen to Sasha, and then gave Lux the middle-aged lady. You can tell that Lucy was a little bit pressed still by Lux's comments from last week.
But I also think this is the thing, like if you're going to win the mini challenge, and the advantage of a mini challenge is you get to designate who goes with who, then why would you not, like obviously if you're harboring some content, that's somehow going to come into play. But why would you not use it to your advantage?
See,
She didn't really.
I'm always in two minds as to whether or not I would do it, as in I want to beat the best, so I'm going to make sure everyone has the best. So as in like give everyone who suits them, who I think will do really, really. Oh God, he's back. Fuck off, Frankie Grande. I need actual googly eyes on that thing, not just drawn on eyes.
One day. For the finale, he's going all out.
And yeah, I'm in two minds whether or not I would do like giving everyone who suits them best to make sure it's an amazing challenge, or whether or not I would sabotage everyone but myself and give everyone the opposite of who it is and just be like, haha, suck you bitches, I want to fucking win.
But as somebody who is not a drag queen and is not versed in this conversation, surely if you are a great drag queen, it doesn't really matter who you get, because you still would be able to do something incredible, right?
Not necessarily, because obviously different face shapes hold makeup differently and require different contouring.
Also different pigmentation.
Correct. So, for example, I would not know how to color match correctly and do makeup on a darker skin queen because I'm fucking pale as all hell.
So Lucy, being the winner of the mini challenge, she gets to assign the teachers to their queens. And as we established, she basically assigns her mother to herself. And then everybody else gets a queen who sort of suits them, with the exception of Lux, who is this gorgeous, gorgeous queen of color who gets this very white,
essentially
middle...
like a larger version of Edna Mode.
Totally. But what I will say this, when we get to it, after they've all been put in their drag, I really feel like Lux's queen had the most fun when she was on the runway. Like she was living her best life.
I can't wait for us to talk about the runway because I really want to talk about her in particular.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, but let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Actually, yeah, fuck it. So I love the fact that Lux unintentionally made her look like Jennifer Coolidge. She walked like Jennifer Coolidge, had fun like Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge hair flicks. She did this. The smile was as big as Jennifer Coolidge.
What I loved even more is she gave the most Jennifer Coolidge answer when the judges were like, "You look like Jennifer Coolidge,"
I don't know who she is.
"I don't know who that is." That is exactly something that Jennifer would say.
100%.
The queens have just been assigned their teachers, and now we're in the workroom where they're all chatting to the teachers and going through like their life stories and all that sort of uninteresting stuff.
to cut a long story short, I think it was really nice. Like I get why they did teachers, because obviously in America they've got a lot going on with like banning drag queens from story time and these sorts of things. So they've put in some very, I I hate to say progressive thinking teachers, because really it should just be logical thinking people. But they've put in teachers who are very open to the queer content and exposing children to that queer content, because let's face it, there is nothing wrong with exposing children to queer content because there are queer children.
Correct.
So, there is this element of, you can see the narrative, you can see why they're doing this. Were you sniffing your armpits?
No, no, no. I was checking to make sure I shaved them
Oh,
because I was
it
like
was
doing this.
already too late. Your arms were up in the air.
Well, no, but that's what I was doing. I was doing this, and I was like, oh wait, have I just exposed
Quick,
my
just
hairy
just adopt a
armpits?
French accent. You'll be fine.
Oh, I'll just tell everyone I'm a hippie.
Oh yeah, she's from Byron.
I'm a feminist.
So you have literally just come back from Byron, so you're good. But yeah, like I get the narrative of putting teachers on the show. Um, I wouldn't have minded of seeing at least one male teacher thrown into the mix. Just saying.
Mm.
Or, just like, because we had a queer teacher with Mistress's teacher who didn't come out until their late 20s, and had some problems with that, but now wants to create a safe atmosphere for her children who she teaches, which I think is obviously amazing. We've got baby Jessica Alba is there. She's doing a great job of just
Now
looking
you've said
gorgeous and tiny.
now you've said that. Yes, I absolutely see
100%.
that. But it's Baby Jessica Alba with the early 2000s Christina nose piercing.
Yes. It just makes no sense to anything.
Did I say that? No, did you say
No,
that?
no one's ever said that.
Oh, I was like, when did that come up? I don't remember talking about Amelia Earhart.
Never. They allegedly they did find some bones that they thought were hers.
So the queens are in the workroom with their teachers, and I love that. Good old hard cuts. I love that Sasha takes her queen straight over to the padding station. It's like, we're gonna pad you. Like, you're a woman, but we're still gonna pad you, and I'm gonna wear pads as well.
Yes, I love that for them. We haven't really seen Sasha pad herself out a lot.
Well, no, she doesn't really need to.
She's got the
Like,
boobs. She's got
and
the
the
body.
hips.
Like, she's good.
Like, she's surgically enhanced as it is, so she doesn't really need to pad further. Although I do love that all the queens are connecting with their teachers, except Lux, that's going, okay, so I'm going to design this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to wear this, and we're going to do this. But all
Lux
the other,
Lux was really at a loss. And I really feel like if this was filmed a few months later, we would have got somebody in there would have thrown in the quote, these gays are trying to kill me. Murder me. Murder me? These gays are trying to murder me. These gays are trying to kill me. That would have come up.
kill me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, and then we get a walk off between a few of the teachers in heels, and that's fucking like, I always love when you see people who don't usually wear heels try and walk in heels, and they're like baby giraffes.
What's your hot tip to walking in heels?
Don't.
Bring a pair of flats. Flats in the handbag, girls.
Um, no, in reality, there's no trick to walking in heels. Like, I know a lot of people say you should be walking like heel toe, or like putting a lot of pressure on the balls of your toes. Um, but like, for me, it's a case of purely don't wear stilettos.
It's like
Stilettos look
wear a
sexy,
wedge or wear a
or
platform.
a block heel, or anything thick, anything that evens out the weight so you're not in pain after 20 minutes. Like, that's the only thing that I hate. And I'm so glad that heels have changed and we now have so many options. But when I started drag, it was all fucking stilettos and like stripper heels. And after 20 minutes wearing them, your feet are killing you. I'm like, ugh, no, it's hard to dance, it's hard to walk in them. You're like awkwardly stepping along. It's like, no, Whereas nowadays they're all like chunky and block heels, and like I'm like fucking comfy. You can wear them all night. You're fucking them and you're comfy.
I mean, anyway, so
Uh-huh.
shit happens. Mistress still looks like the fucking villain from the Goonies.
I'm probably way too far ahead. Because
Rich,
again, as
Rich,
I
Rich Walkoff, come back. Come back, bye. Come back.
as I mentioned, I fuck me.
Did you just pull them out? I
Pull
saw
my
it.
fucking earphones out. God, this is gonna be another 20 minutes of me just fucking adjusting this.
That was quick.
Um, but yeah, no, I didn't realize this part happened. And because again, I fell asleep, and then when I went to rewatch it, I just skipped this part entirely. When they're on the main stage and they're teaching the queens how to walk the runway, I didn't realize that part happened.
Yeah, because the Queens, it was then announced to the Queens and their teachers that they would have to, the teachers were going to have to lip sync for their life. That's not Frankie, that's a different paintbrush. But they were learned that they were going to have to lip sync for their life, and then everyone was, and it was really funny because it cuts to Mistress. Mistress just looks at her girl and goes, "Girl, can you do the splits?"
But I'm looking at this and just going, I don't remember watching this, and that's because I didn't watch it.
And it only happened for 5 minutes, so you really didn't miss much.
Okay.
You know, the whole interactions that the Queens had with their teachers, it was nice. Like there wasn't a bad interaction, but there also wasn't a great interaction, other than like um one of the Queens says that she was talking to her teacher and they were talking about gathering the girls, and the teacher was like, in a straight world, that means putting your bra on. And the Queens just didn't get it.
In an
But then they
old
did, obviously, because they're like, oh, ha, 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 tits, fun.
in an old world.
Oh, I do love this. I don't know if you saw this bit, but there's a cut to Sasha in the confessional, and she's talking about Lux struggling to do the makeup on her Jennifer Coolidge lady. And she says, she cuts to her and she goes, Lux's Lux's teacher just at this point looks like one of the Easter Island heads.
Yes, I did see that.
Funny, because then it shows her face, and the poor thing, she did look like that, but thankfully she turned out much more glam than a head from Easter Island.
Thankfully. I mean, could you all I'm picturing is like someone as she's walking the runway just going, shock bait. Why? Because it's not Easter Island, it's Finding Nemo, but still, that's all
Yeah, but
I'm picturing.
that's sort of, I'm sure there's an Easter Island head in that fish tank. And then you've got Mistresses Queen, who was it Lucy
Essentially
that
looks like,
says she looks just like Mistress, like the family resemblance is there. But I think it was Lucy that goes, she's giving me like Disney villain. And she's like, well, that tracks.
it does. It really does.
It really does.
Alrighty, I believe we are at
The main stage, and Mama Rue is wearing the worst outfit I've seen her wear this season. Hate the
not
boots,
the
hate the dress, hate the wig, hate the tights, hate the gloves, hate the everything.
it's not
Fuck
the
off.
worst, but I get the whole it's like high school Heather's reference,
Yes, I see that, but it's also a big fat mess. You know, like a Danny Minogue song.
for you. Not all of us hate Danny Minogue.
No, that's right. You're the only one that doesn't.
Millions of Brits love Danny.
No, we don't. We just pretend we do because it's a cheap Kylie and we can get in to see her much easier because no one buys the tickets. You're like, if you squint, it looks like Charlene from Neighbours. True.
I have to pee.
All right, I'll see you in a
I
minute.
was I was trying to hold it, but then he kept making me laugh, and the laughing is making go like, oh no, 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 no.
It's possible. So I don't even know where the fuck we are anymore.
We just discussed Rue's outfit, and you hated it. I liked it.
Oh, did I hate it?
You said it's the worst thing she's ever worn on the runway
Oh my
this
god,
season.
it's sorry, I just saw it again. Yes, fucking hideous. At this point, Ross Matthews is better dressed than she is.
I don't even like Michelle's outfit tonight, to be honest.
What a crazy hair.
Like she's looking very, yeah, not loving it.
And then we get Hayley Kiyoko, who I don't know who she is, but she seems nice.
She's an American singer. She was on season 1 of Celebrity Drag Race, Secret
Hayley
Celebrity Drag Race.
Kiyoko,
Sorry,
never heard of her.
uh, she's lesbian.
Let's be honest about that. I like her jacket, super sparkly and cute. Her hair's cute.
Pretty
She's cute. She's a pretty little thing.
pretty sure it's a jumpsuit, but still.
Well, either way, it's better than what Rue's wearing.
What's the theme on the runway? Oh, it's just family resemblance. Fucking lol. I forgot it's that challenge.
The world is your runway. Here we
First up,
go.
we get Sasha Colby and Ferocity Colby.
So loved their little Hawaiian look. I actually enjoyed the comedy of the padding, particularly on Sasha. Later
Was
on
it
in the
was
critiques. Go on.
was it just me, or did Ferocity's boobs seem to hang a little bit low?
They hung so low, but she was into it. And this is what I was just about to say. So later on in the critiques, they asked her about the padding, and she was like, I don't have these, but I'm really enjoying them. So although they were low hanging fruit, she was loving it. She was living
I
her
was
best life,
like,
and I'm here for her, and I'm here for that.
it's like two sisters, obviously. Like they do look like sisters. But it's like Ferocity is like, I'm the sister who's had 8 kids. That's why my boobs are hanging low, because I've breastfed all of them. Whereas Sasha is just like, I've had no kids because I've got 8 husbands.
Yeah, and I'm still shapely, and they're all the right places. But I enjoyed their pink look. I enjoyed the cutouts that were like mirrored.
Yep,
It was a solid effort from Sasha
absolutely.
and her
And I
queen.
love that she gave her queen, I love that she gave Ferocity her ponytail.
Yes, and
Um,
later on in the lip sync to see Ferocity trying to do the whips, and she was just missing it, but it was 10 for trying.
mm, like they're both gorgeous queens. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
stunning. The pair of them is ridiculous. And then
Who's
we get
next?
Lucy LaDuca and Lala LaDuca. Suddenly, Lala LaDuca has the better name of the two.
See, I like that Lucy actually made cohesive looks, as in like her dress matched Lala's jacket and Lala's dress matched her jacket. I liked that aspect.
And I loved that their makeup was on point. Like the family
Mm,
resemblance in the face was 100% there. Their big blonde hair was there, although, one's
mm.
longer, one's shorter, one's blonder, one's yellow. That's fine. Um, like I think
I
Lucy nailed the family resemblance for this.
I disagreed with Ross when he said that those heels should be burnt and he hated them. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't make your makeover people uncomfortable. If she couldn't walk in higher heels, that was the highest she could walk in. While, yes, I agree she could have chucked a couple of stones on them, I don't think they were that bad. Like, they're a cute little. They're the type of heel, they're the exact height and the type of heel that Marilyn wore all the time.
Well, the fun thing I loved with Lucy, like I'm not a Lucy sympathizer anymore. Like that's not where I'm coming from. But
Anymore, you never were.
Douche Delusion needs to go. But um I did love during the critique, and they were like, those heels, I would have stoned them. And then they're like, cut to Lucy, like, what would you have done differently? She's like, I would have stoned the heels. Like, Lucy knows how to have fun. So
Mm.
there is that. So good on you, Lucy. But yeah, like, if the worst thing that was on this outfit was her shoes, then it wasn't a bad runway.
Correct. Next up is Mistress Isabel Brooks and Madame Fang.
I would have loved to have seen these colors reversed.
I would have loved to have seen Madame Thing with a low cut dress like Mistresses.
I wonder what the thought process there is in not giving her a low cut dress. Like, is
Maybe
it
she wasn't
her?
comfortable.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it that she's not comfortable with having her tartars out for everybody to see, or is
But
it something
it
else?
literally is Mistress's face and hair on a smaller body. Like if she was nailing family resemblance, she was nailing family resemblance. Like this, apart from the fact that the outfits are literally the exact same but in a different color.
Which I don't
Um,
hate, but I just feel that black that
mm.
Mistress's teacher was lost in that all that black. Like
See, I
maybe even
always
like a really like a dark purple would have been better.
my biggest thing with this family resemblance challenge that I hate is the fact that it's like, are you supposed to be making a clone of yourself? Is that what this is? Or are you supposed to be making someone that looks somewhat similar to you in a slightly different aesthetic?
So up next, these fucking queens will get off my fucking runway. Is leave, ladies, leave. Stop hovering around that door. Is Lux Noir London and Jennifer Coolidge.
I literally can't get over the fact, and I love that judges picked up straight away, but I just can't get over how much she looks like Jennifer Coolidge, and it's so unintentional.
It's hilarious. Like as soon as that camera went from Mistress and her queen to Lux, the very literally the first thing I said to Benny is, "Oh my god, look, she looks like Jennifer Coolidge." And then they were
But
like,
he,
"Oh, and Jennifer Coolidge," and I was like, "Uh huh."
but even the way she walks down the runway and the way that she walks across the runway, she
The
looks like
big happy grin she's got, like she's Jennifer Coolidge accepting all of her
like that.
awards this season. Like this is who
But
she is now.
it's like that old, it's like that old Jennifer Coolidge Vine back when Vine was a thing that went around for ages, where it's like panning up her body, and she's just like, "Hi," or
Jennifer
like the
Coolidge
one,
is the queen.
or like the one that I sent you today, which is like the I've just joined TikTok and I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna read a poem that I like. That don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny, 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 Jenny from the block.
But yeah, unintentionally, she
Why,
looks like
why?
Jennifer Coolidge. And I mean, she's almost more fabulous than Lux at this point.
Well, I love that Michelle read her for the fact that she's like, she wore a piece of fabric tied in five places because that's literally all Lux did. She like, there's no design to her outfit. It's just a bit of
But
fabric
even
tied here,
with
a bit of
Lux,
fabric
like
tied here.
we've got that same silhouette around the neckline of it's that like crossed over halter vibe. And Benny
But that's
says
a
to me, he goes, when we're watching this tonight, he's like, so drag queens don't have to wear tits anymore. And I was like, no, they don't. And
if
he
you're a
was
thin
like,
queen, you can get away with it.
and he goes, I don't think I've seen Lux wear any tits at all this season. And I was like, I honestly don't think she has.
Tell Benny he can't watch this episode.
Why?
I'm not wearing tits.
Yeah, but you have the shady chest.
um, See, for me, I love that Michelle called her out. She's like, I know you tried to do the same blue in your eyeshadow as the dress and it didn't work. But that's the thing is Lux could have either given Jennifer Coolidge the same outfit, but not necessarily because of the body shape of Jennifer Coolidge, but Lux could have also made herself the same style of dress as Jennifer
But
Coolidge.
that's where I'm at. I don't think it would have done her teacher justice to put her in that same halter top, tied waist that she had. But Lux certainly has the confidence and
At the
the
moment,
ability to pull off that dress that she put her in the different fabric.
it's Jennifer Coolidge and Angela Bassett having fun at the Emmys.
100%. And up next, we get Barbie and Skipper.
So next is Anitra and Electra.
So
And
I have a problem with this. I love it. But my problem is I don't get Anitra and Electra being sisters. There is a mother-daughter combo here. Like it's this toddlers and tiaras situation. And it's purely to do with stature because
yeah,
obviously Anitra is the size of a giant man and she's wearing heels, and you've got this tiny cute,
Well, I love that
cutesy young woman.
Anitra handmade this in the workroom.
Oh, stunning, yes.
But see, for me, because she says the whole, oh, we're yin and yang, because, Electra has the brooch up here and Anitra has it in her waist. I would have then gone, okay, so if you're supposed to be yin and yang and you got the opposite, sleeve, foreskin sleeves, whatever they call it, the legs should have been opposite and the pink and the black should have been reversed.
100% agree with you. But they did not do that, so that is that. But Anitra did a really beautiful job in painting this girl's face. Like, she is
Oh, absolutely.
gorgeous.
She even gave her the same eye scar.
Yes, but also I feel like she gave her the better wig. Like, Anitra leveled
Absolutely.
up, and Anitra leveled up her contestant. Whereas I feel like with Lux and Jennifer Coolidge, Lux was kind of like, I'm gonna look amazing, and you're just gonna be here.
The only thing for me is the fact that Electra is in just a simple stiletto, whereas Anitra is in a clear plastic stripper heel. I would have preferred either both in a clear plastic stripper heel or Anitra in just a plain black stiletto.
Yeah, okay. So I think just to that point, I think Electra could have definitely worn a stripper heel, but unless she was not comfortable in walking in
But
those
that's what I
heels.
mean.
But if she
Anitra,
was not, then Anitra should have stepped it down to a stiletto too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's right. Next up, we get the teachers lip syncing.
Oh my god, are we only up to here? We're doing this for 7 hours.
Look, we haven't had an episode like this in a very long time.
That's true. We've been actually very good.
But we get the teachers lip syncing to Champion by RuPaul. Oh, God, Frankie. But yeah, the lip syncing of the teachers. The teachers are lip syncing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, I'm
you
good.
did that. You did that to yourself.
Frankie did it.
Teachers lip syncing to Champion by RuPaul, and we get Madam Thang, Jennifer Coolidge, and Electra lip syncing together, and then we get Lala DeLuca and Ferocity Colby lip syncing together.
I mean,
Jennifer Coolidge was being Jennifer Coolidge.
100%. Like,
She
even when she bumped into the other one.
When she smacked Madam in the face unintentionally, and she's like, "Oh, sorry."
Sorry, girl. These gays are trying to kill her. That's all I know. I love the thing I love about these moments in Drag Race is that it's so wholesome because y'all know no one's getting a bad critique. You know they're all getting a good like, well done. You
Yeah.
came and you dressed up and you made an effort. So we're gonna honor that and we're gonna just not make you feel shitty. And I love that. And even though sometimes some people are just terrible in these situations, like, it's not about that. It's just about the fact that somebody put on
That's
their
right.
drag and they had to go.
That was the other thing. Where as soon as Lux and what do they call her again? What's her actual thing?
Fish,
No, Lux and her
Jennifer
partner.
Coolidge.
Yeah, but what's her actual name? I can't remember what they called her.
Can we just call her Jennifer Coolidge?
But when they came around the corner, I forgot about that. And as soon as they came around the corner, the first thing someone said was, "Oh, she makes me want a hot dog real bad."
Oh, that was rude. She makes me want to eat a hot dog real bad. Yeah, that was rude.
But yeah, then all the queens are like lip syncing and they do good, and the Rue's like, "You all get straight A's," and then fuck it, we all get gay A's as well.
Yes, because you know I've had a lot of gay A's in my time.
Same. Same.
I'll say
Same.
many gay D's.
Multiple. Over. We're not going to go through the number.
There's just not enough time in the show. So, judges' deliberations, and we jumped straight to Lux and Jennifer Coolidge, and they did well. Jennifer Coolidge was Jennifer Coolidge, and then you've got Anitra and Skipper. who also did really well. The judges loved their outfits. They loved the look. It was very cohesive. Anitra did a great job of painting Skipper's face. Sorry, Kelly's face. So that was nice for everyone. I'm struggling.
So we come back and Mistress is announced as safe.
Fair.
Then Sasha is announced as safe.
Potentially could have been top.
Yeah, potentially could have won. Absolutely. But who is announced as our winner?
Well, let me tell you, our winner was Barbie and Skipper.
So now with this being Anitra's third win, she's now tied with Sasha for 3 wins, which makes me think that they're building to an Anitra and Sasha finale.
Oh, 100%. That's this. My money is on this. I don't have any, but if I did, it would be on this.
And I would be happy with either of them winning.
Yeah, me too. As long as it's not Mistress, the rest I can give or take.
So Anitra is the winner, which leaves who as our bottom two?
Those guys. Lucy Leduca, Lucy Douche Deluche, and Lux Noir London.
And what are they lip syncing to?
Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush.
That was last week.
I know. I can't remember, and I'm not quite there yet. So just one moment, please.
I'm pretty sure it's Some Girls by Hayley Kiyoko.
Yes, it's definitely a Hayley Kiyoko song because she's on the panel.
It's either Some Girls or Hot Girls or Summer Girls. It's something girls.
It's a song about girls by that lesbian.
My lesbian.
Let's be honest, it was a good battle.
Look, well, no, it wasn't. So
no, it was terrible.
Lux didn't know the words, but she moved amazingly. Lucy knew all the words, but she was boring as fuck. Like, that's what I mean. I was like watching this and I'm like, okay, so Lux doesn't know the words, but she's moving great. Lucy knows all the words.
From the time that Lucy pulled out a cartwheel. Girl, we've seen that move before and it was not impressive then.
Like, I was just watching it going, okay, so Lucy is very much a mum at a disco trying to fit in with the kids, and Lux does not know a single word. Lux obviously had it in her head that she was not lip syncing because she's like, I didn't learn this song at all.
But it's interesting because putting the two of them up together, bearing in mind the drama that we've had, like Lux delivered her movements and she knew it. I guess she knew enough of the words to get away with it. But Lucy
no, but if you notice, Lux does a lot of hair flipping to cover the fact that she doesn't know the words.
Yeah, but Lux always hair flips so she can get away with it.
But yeah, like it wasn't the greatest lip sync.
Oh, it's terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
It's got me yawning.
That's the old age and the wine and the time.
I mean, it's 12:15.
Who's announced as
the 9:30?
Who is announced as the winner of the lip sync?
Me. Yep. So the winner of the lip sync is announced as Miss Lux Noir London, which means Miss Lucy Delusional Deluche. You are on your way home, sweetheart. Everyone has missed you. They're going to be so happy to see you. Now get the fuck out of here.
She's so sad though. You can tell that she's gutted and like you can tell she obviously wanted to be in the finale.
She did, and I mean, she clearly thought that she deserved to be in the finale. I disagree. I don't think she. I think she should be very proud of herself to get as far as she did, and she should be very lucky to get as far as she did.
I did love her exit line though, where she's like, "Let it be known that I'm not just a great set of boobs. I'm also a great set of legs."
I mean, she is. So there's that. So we are left with Sasha Colby, Mistress Isabel Brooks, Lux Noir London, and Miss Anitra as our top 4 for this season.
Temporarily, because next week's preview shows that they're going to be doing a music video to RuPaul's song Blame It on the Edit, and only 3 are advancing to the finale.
So where's your money for the top 3?
Sasha, Anitra, and Mistress.
Sasha, Anitra, 100%. Mistress and Lux, I feel like that one could go either way.
The only reason I'm saying Mistress over Lux is because Lux has 1 win, Mistress has 2. No, Mistress has 1 as well. Oh,
Yeah.
they both have 1.
I just don't know if Lux has presented a lot of the same looks on the runway. And I don't know if that's going to go in her favor or against her. Benny is very much, it's going to be Lux in that final, and Mistress needs to leave. Because, which I find so funny, because just a few months back, just a few years back when this season started, he was like, she needs to go. I'm sick and tired of her already. And now he's like, she's gone so far. She's grown every episode and she's going to be amazing. And I'm like,
why does he talk like a 1940s? I see.
Anyway, so next week, what's happening next week?
We get, as I said, the music video to RuPaul's song Blame It on the Edit with our top 4, but it'll be reduced to a top 3 for the finale.
That's right. So tune in, kids, because this fucking roller coaster ride is nearly over.
It is. Only 3 more episodes to go.
I mean, I feel like there's one episode too many, but hey, just saying.
We've got next week's episode, then we have the reunion, then we have the finale.
So, kids, we will see you then. Thank you for tuning in to the wind-up this week. She has been Makeovers, and I have been Sean
Frank.
Phillip. I have been Sean Phillip Frank. And
well, you said, can I be Frank? So you're Frank.
Oh my God, this is true.
That's what I was laughing at. I was like,
you guys can call me Frank.
No, it's Frank.
Frank. Okay, so she has been Makeovers. You can follow her on Instagram at Mayagraphone with an F, not a PH. And you can follow me at Sean Phillip Official, because you can. And you can follow us at the windup_pod. And why is she doing a fucking Danny Minogue music video right now? I'm gonna kill her. Don't forget to tune into the Wind Up every week for the next 2 to 3 weeks until Drag Race is over, and then you can catch us on the Come Down. We will keep you informed on everything that is going to happen with that Sex Positive podcast when it comes. But until then, guys, thank you for tuning in to our wonderful little show. We love making this content for you, even if it doesn't bore us to tears. But we love you very much, and cheers to you guys, and cheers to this episode. Cheers, Danny. Yeah. Oh, she's doing that.